Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Morning, guys. Another day. Another reaction. I was about to say another rehearsal.
The rehearsal? What fucking planet are you on?
It's too much music. I can't cope. Yes, it's another day. It's another reaction. It's more music videos for us to go and check out. As always, you two, you have no idea what I'm going to put you through in the next 5 minutes, I guess it is, of this next video. You may have heard them. It's not an old band that I'm picking. So it's a band that has been around, but they're not what I would call a mainstream band. But I have a feeling, Kirk, you may know of this band. I doubt Andy will. He's
of course, Kirk knows this band.
And Andy's an old fossil. He doesn't know anything from the last 20 years, so we're okay. Let's go check out today's music video. Anyone want to guess the band if you haven't already guessed or seen them?
I didn't see. I have not got a clue. I guess Ten of Swords was at the title of the track. Or was...
That was the production company that did the video.
Right. No idea.
Kirk?
I feel I should know this because it is my type of progressive metal gent style, isn't it? Go on, who was that?
So this is a band called Make Them Suffer. It's an Australian symphonic deathcore metalcore band from Perth. And they've been going since, I think they're like 2010. Oh no, 2008 they've been going for.
I know the name. I've never really
heard of
the music.
No, so I came across the band a couple of years back on a referral, but hadn't heard this. This was their new single that came out. So yeah, who wants to kick this one off?
Got to go with Andy on this, haven't we?
And Andy in his comfort zone. Here we go.
Yeah.
Never heard of them, but really like that. Visually, very interesting video. It's back to the old warehouse, but they've made it interesting, the production company, because there's some really dark times in the video, but then in the middle passages, sort of pink and blue lights flashing around, and the effects they put on the performance is really good. Really good technical riffing. The vocalist as well, I like, because it wasn't just Ez down straight through all the way. There's variations on his delivery. There's obviously effects on there as well. The young lady on the keyboard and samples machine, she was really, lovely voice. She looked amazing as well. I say not an area of his not particularly well versed in or follow particularly, but I had reminiscences of Fear Factory, which I did follow in the early days. It's that sort of industrial technical metal. Again, I really enjoyed that. I'll be checking them out as well, I think.
Awesome. I wasn't expecting that, actually. I was expecting you to pick up on there to being too much electronica effects and glitchy effects in the...
It wasn't overdone, was it? And it wasn't, there's some, the guitars led that song. The samples and the keyboards were complementary, but no, it wasn't overdone, which can happen on this style, as far as I understand and what I've heard before. But yeah, guitar driven, which is what it's all about for me.
Kirk?
Yeah, if anyone wants an example of how Meshuggah have become the most influential metal band in the world, there's yet another one. I know we talk about this all the time. I think one of the terms is Meshuggah abuse for bands that rip off the Swedes. They don't. I really enjoyed that. Do you know what that reminded me of? The Anglo-American prog metal band Monuments, especially the guitar work in that. I love the groove. Surely you'll like the groove in that, Dave. Definitely. Yeah, it's in the pocket, I think is the term, isn't it? When you can just listen out for the snare. It doesn't quite land where you expect, but it's regular. And sometimes I think the guitars are deliberately a quarter note misaligned, aren't they, to give it that effect, which again draws back to Meshuggah. I like I think that was quite refreshing when she came in with us vocals for the chorus. Great to see her rocking the keytar at the end. As well. Technical, to me, I would call that progressive metal, heavily influenced by Meshuggah and Periphery. Definitely listen to them again. I know the name because when I get albums sent to me, you'll have the FFO for the for fans of section, and I've seen the name Make Them Suffer on there a few times, to give you an idea what to expect. In terms of that Australian metal scene, I love that band Northland. The album they put out this year, Obsidian, is in my top 5.
Right.
And they go a bit heavier on the industrial. And they're not trying to cram as many notes in, but I'm not going to criticize that. What year are we looking at there, Dave? Is that 2018, 2019?
What, this song? 2022.
Cool. Fucking hell.
It's a brand new track. It came out a few weeks ago, that particular track.
Screen Blast
maybe last week. So from my point of view, I liked the track. It was I find sometimes where tracks get very kind of that gentle and they lock far too much for me. I like things to flow a little bit easier. But I actually really did enjoy this track. There was only one part that I wasn't massively keen on, which was I would class as maybe the mid section, where it was kind of forcing that rhythm on you, and it didn't feel like a natural rhythm. But then I loved how, rather than just going back into how the song was at the beginning, they stripped it back almost, and that's when they went to the guitar, and they almost let it become a more of an organic, natural metal band for that last bit, and then they threw some of the electronica in as well. But I really liked the outro section of the song. I love the vocals from the female and the guy, but I like how they used it so that it gave you a little bit of respite from his vocals. It wasn't like that the whole way through. Then she came in with this lovely melody while keeping the vibe of the song the same, and it just as a listener just gave your ears a little bit of a rest from his, so that when he came back in again you felt refreshed. So I really liked it. Loved the video. Lots going on in it, but it made it interesting. And the song itself, yeah, initially I thought, well, are we going to get any real kind of technical riffage, or is it all going to just be like little palm muting parts just following the rhythm? And so when you sort of saw that he was doing like these lovely little bits and then going into that rhythm, I love those little fills he was doing. I thought they were awesome. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed the track. Now, the early stuff I'd heard from them, I don't think they had a female singer in the band. So they were much more of a kind of core metalcore band. They were just more brutal in your face, metalcore, hardcore sort of style. So it's interesting to see how they developed. The earlier stuff had far less electronica, so they've added that in as a more recent thing on definitely on the new album. So yeah, thumbs up from me.
Yeah, just to say though, do you know, you said, what did you say about that mid-late, that the rhythm? So what did it do to you?
It just, I couldn't quite lock to it. They did
you said it did something. It did something to you.
I don't know. It just made me feel unnerved.
However you described it, it's like you've become a victim of Gloria Estefan's prophecy that the rhythm is going to get you. When you said that, I was like, the rhythm is going to get you.
Yeah, it was trying to. I don't know. It didn't. The rhythm did get you. Okay, it did.
I never thought Gloria Estefan would be mentioned on our videos, but there we go.
And not with Make Them Suffer, no. Okay, right. That's today's video. If you liked today's video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.